Hey, my name's Danny Clinch. I'm a photographer and a filmmaker. I'm also a musician, and I photograph musicians. I'm really proud of the diversity that I have within my work, having started in early hip-hop, Nas, Tupac, photographed Kanye West, as well as Patti Smith and Bruce Springsteen, and kind of classic artists as well, like Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson, and of course, Preservation Hall Jazz Band. I first met Ben Jaffe in New York City at a benefit concert for New Orleans after Katrina. It was called Big Apple for the Big Easy. It was put on by some guys from New Orleans called Superfly Productions. I walked onto the stage during sound check and I could hear a tuba off in the distance, and as I rounded the corner I realized here's Ben Jaffe standing on the stage at Radio City Music Hall with all the lights and the visuals of Radio City reflecting in this tuba. So I didn't want to bother him, I didn't want to get in his way, but I kind of snuck up behind him and I was photographing all these reflections in the tuba, and I think I startled him a little bit. He turned around and we got to say hello to each other and say how excited we were to be there, and we, you know, how much we love Tom Waits, and who was also playing at the festival. And just to introduce each other, and we really became fast friends. You know, when we had Superstorm Sandy here on the Jersey Shore, Ben Jaffe and the Preservation Hall Jazz Band stepped up to support us. You know, we had a concert, My Morning Jacket, Steve Earle, Jesse Malin, Preservation Hall Jazz Band, of course, and many others. And it was exciting, you know, to know that you had like-minded people out there who were gonna have your back as we would have theirs. And, you know, it's interesting because we've had so many great experiences together at the Hall, with the Preservation Hall Jazz Band, with Tom Waits, with Dave Matthews and the Foo Fighters. It's been incredible, and I love the Hall. It's patina, and the light there in the French Quarter is really unparalleled. It's so beautiful, and when I get a chance, I'll bring a band there and photograph them because I love the place so much. I did bring the Dave Matthews Band to do a session. In fact, we were out in front of Preservation Hall on the street photographing the band when they came up with the idea of calling their record Big Whiskey. You know, there's a lot of serendipity that happens at Preservation Hall. And you know, all of a sudden you blink your eyes and 20 years have gone by and you've had this collection of memories. And that's what it's about. It's about making memories with your friends. And that's why I photograph, because I want to capture those moments and tell that story. It's exciting for me to think about Ben Jaffe growing up in the 80s and 90s, all the music that he heard at home, traditional New Orleans jazz, playing the music, studying the music, but also listening to hip hop and alternative rock and roll and, you know, classic rock. And here's someone who has still embraced the traditions of New Orleans jazz, but has actually pushed the envelope and brought the band into the 21st century. He's, you know, changed the way they dress. He's changed the energy of the band while still respecting and honoring the traditions. And it's a fine line, and I just think he's done such a great job, and anyone who's seen the band lately would probably agree with me. I'm really honored to have captured some of the Preservation Hall's modern history here, and I really think that there's a lot more story to tell, and I look forward to capturing it.